his name was Speedo, and that was the only English word he knew was Speedo, Speedo, and all the time he'd call out more Speedo, and Jack and I decided we'd try and win him over, and we told him we could make a big shovel. He could put it into a long handle and we could pull the dust out, and nobody would have to go in, and he agreed to it. Which that's what we did. So when he found out that was a success, he put Jack and I on these barrows that are like they were using the mines like a little railway truck, and used to have to do so many truckloads of coke a day to be crushed. And we finished up. We had Speedo that way. We had him calling me Johnny San and Jackie San, and in the morning we'd say konnichiwa, and telling me it had to say konnichiwa, and when we finish work we say sayonara and sayonara, and we finish up harigato for thank you. We finished up. We won Speedo over that much. He used to be really terrible to sick guys, and this Jack Horry Turner from Queensland, he was like a dysentery, effects from dysentery. He had to keep going to the toilet and was very sick. And they used to make him push the trucks. We used to say, well, we'd do his truckloads for him. Because Jack and I had found out a way of cheating, because he had to put so many. They gave you so many chips. So you took it. Once you took your truck in, you put a chip in, another load of chip in, and finish up. We got our chips in quite easy because we weren't unloading our truck at all. We go down, put our chip in, we go to the turntable, spin around, go up the side shooting around, and come back around with the same load. And Speedo, he couldn't get over how good we were. Even when it's snowing and raining, he'd come and say, Johnny San, Jackie San, konnichiwa, come here. And he'd take us to go and have a rest by these big kilns, and have a straw mat on the decking, and a straw mat rolled up for a pillow, and he'd tell us to Niru have a sleep, and he'd come and wake us up when it was lunchtime. We couldn't believe this. And we finished up doing the loads for Horry and his mate that was sick as well, and the company, the Japanese command had decided that all prisoners of war, the different firms that were good workers, would be given so many extra cigarettes a month, and wear a brown ring on their army number. And of course this day we're all called before the manager of Showa Denki, and Jack and I were called out as the Hiroshi workers and presented with these cigarettes and a ring was painted on our thing. So no matter what I did from then on, or Jack did forever, if it was wrong, they wouldn't believe him, because we're too good. We're good workers, so we wouldn't do anything like that. Yeah. So it was a shame that Jack got killed on the way home, because the tragic part about it was at Okinawa, and we were going to be loaded on these Liberator bombers to bring us home to Manila, and Jack was on the truck with me, and this guy called out from another truck, and Jack got off and went over, and he came back. He said, "Oh, John, I just met the guy that I joined up with." He said, "Do you mind if I go and I'll see you in Manila?" And that was it. His plane crashed, and we hit a typhoon, and I was lucky in a sense that I could see how close a plane can crash, yet not crash. We were down water top level just about. I could see the big white horses on the water, and the rain was pelting down. I was in the bomb site with a big magnifying glass thing is, where they can see everything. There was no room for me anywhere else, so I was laying this nice plush, like long hair
mattress
mat,
type
yeah,
thing.
yeah, that they lay in, and looked down. I could see the water, and the next thing about tapping the shoulder was the co-pilot told me that we were in a typhoon, a plane had crashed, and the reason we're down low is to see whether we can find the plane to report back, and we never. And when we got to Manila, the weather was that bad, the plane couldn't land at the airport where it was supposed to land. And we had to go to another aerodrome, and I finished up, I had to get in a small plane. I was scared stiff getting after being what had happened, to get in a plane with only one engine.
Yes.
And the plane was rocking from side to side, but luckily I made it all right. But it was a scary feeling after being prisoner of war for so long. I think there's all the chance you're not going to get home.
Yes.
And we didn't know until later that the plane had crashed, and we didn't know I didn't know it was Jackie Gilding's plane till the news came through who they were that were on board.
Yes.
And there's quite a few from Kobe House on it that came home.
Now, can I take you back to keep you back at Kobe? And who was the officer in charge of your group?
Major Campbell was in charge of my group, and that was another incident where Major Campbell stepped in. There's a guy that was in charge of the stevedoring company called Sampaku, Ski Shaputnik. He was an American naval officer, and we had quite a few Americans on this working party, and he used to favour them on working on the different holds of the ship that the cargo were unloading. And this day I decided that the Yanks weren't going to be in, so I said, right, we'll get down the hold first. We got down the hold first, and Mr. Shaputnik told us to come out, and he would say he was going down a certain hold. Of course, I told him where he could go, and in no uncertain manner. I said, you've favoured your mates. This one time you're not favouring them. And he said, are you going to come out now? And I said, no, I just told him the Aussie way. I said, you can go and get stuffed. I'm staying down here. And this other guy, I can't think of his name, he said, yeah, you can go and get stuffed for the second time. He said, we're not getting out. And we stayed down there, and we thought there might be a kerfuffle at the lunch break, but there wasn't. The Yanks kept pretty quiet. But when I got back to camp, we were put on the mat. We were marched up to Colonel Horton, who was called a white Jap as far as the prisoners of war were concerned. And Major Campbell came up with us, and he said, Gilmour, you're the biggest agitator in this camp, and I can't think of the other guy's name at the present moment. You're the second biggest agitator, and for that reason, Gilmour, you're going to be you're going to be court-martialed, and I'll have a report put in. And Major Campbell chipped in. He says, Colonel Horton, you've got no right to say that the American Army, American Navy has got nothing to do with the Australian Army, and you can't court-martial Gilmour on a charge like that. And he's a prisoner of war just the same as you are. And all right, Major Campbell, but he still have the right to say whether you'll work. He said, Gilmour, you'll be designated back to Kobe House, Chawadinki, for the rest of your stay in Kobe House. And Bob Gardner's the other guy's name. He said, Gardner, and you'll do the same.
What unit was Gardner from?
He was from, I think he's from New South Wales, Bob Gardner.
Can I just ask you something about Major Campbell? Do you know whether, by any chance, he was a dentist?
Yes.
Ah.
He was.
Thank you.
Apparently at one time he was a dentist here in Perth.
Was he?
Yeah.